Yo, what up, my batting family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets. It's Sunday, January 29th, 2023, and I'm going to be bringing y'all my top six picks for tonight's NFL Championship games. We got the Bengals against the Chiefs and the Eagles against the Niners. Can't wait for these games, man. I think they're going to be two competitive games, and I don't think that they will disappoint. But before we get started, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys enjoy the content, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, man. We hit that 100 subscriber goal. Now we got to keep moving on to the 500 mark, y'all. I appreciate the love and support once again. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on today's picks. Obviously, to start us off, PrizePicks has this free square. It's been going on all week. I've waited to today to use it. They have Joe Burrow at half a passing yard, a free square. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that for our first pick. Really no explanation for that one. It's just a free square that everybody has the option of taking. So we're going to go ahead and take that for our first pick. For our second pick, we're going to go to a rushing prop, and we're going to go to Christian McCaffrey over 56.5 rushing yards against the Eagles. So you guys can see he's hit this 2 out of the last 5 games. It looks like, one game he has off, then he turns up the next game, and then he'll have an off game and turns up. It looks like a pattern. Not really going based off that. I think the matchup against Philly is going to be a great matchup. And with Philly secondary being, the top in the NBA, not the NBA, NFL, I think the 49ers are going to have to establish and rely throughout the game on their run to be able to open up the rest of their playbook just because of how tough the Eagles secondary is. So this is why I'm going to be taking this prop. I like his rushing prop over 56.5 yards. I really don't like his rushing receiving being because of, how tough, like I said, how tough the Eagles secondary is. So that's going to be our second pick. We're going to take Christian McCaffrey over 56.5 rush yards. For our third pick, we're actually going to go to a pass completion prop, and we're going to take the under. Now, this is going to be the only under of the day, and we're going to take Brock Purdy under 19.5 pass completions. As you guys can see, he's only hit this once in the last 5 games, and with the last game against Dallas coming right on the hook. Now, Dallas does have a great defense, but Philly in itself also has a great defense, and they have, like I've been explaining, they have a top secondary that I think is going to limit the completions that Purdy is able to make. And as I was also saying, I think the Niners are going to rely on this game heavily to be able to manage, Brock Purdy, and also manage the game and not let it get out of hand, So we're going to go ahead and take the under on Brock Purdy's pass completions for our third pick. Moving on to our fourth pick, we're going to go to a receiving yards prop, and we're going to go back to the Philly and Niners game, and we're going to take Devante Smith over 65.5 receiving yards. As you guys can see, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5, with the last one against the Giants last week with only 61 yards. Against the Niners, I think that the Also, the Niners having a great defense. They got the top defense going up against the top offense. I think one of the Niners' weakness would be their secondary. Obviously, they have a great team D, but to just point out one of their weakness, I believe, is their secondary. And I think this is the way that Philly's going to be able to take advantage of it. And I'm expecting their number one corner, the Niners corner, to be matched up against A.J. Brown. He might be matched up some snaps against Devante Smith. But I think overall, they're going to keep that number one corner on A.J. Brown. And I believe that's going to open it up for Devante Smith to get his yards. They have him at 5 receptions. I'm not really leaning too much on that. He has, I believe, hit it 4 out of the last 5 as well, with a couple pushes in there. But I just trust his receiving yards more. He could get it off of one home run catch, or a long run after catch, a reception, things of that nature. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock that in for our 4th pick. For our 5th pick, we're gonna go back to a rushing prop, and we're gonna take Isaiah Pacheco over 47.5 rushing yards against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, with this one, as you guys can see, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5. And Cincy and the Chiefs did match up earlier this year one time. And in that one game, Pacheco had 66 rushing yards. I don't know if he gets 66, but I believe he'll get at least 50. I think that the Chiefs are also going to somewhat, to a certain extent, be relying on the running game, being that Patrick Mahomes is dealing with an ankle injury. Don't know if he's going to be 100%. So I think they're going to try to establish the run and rely on it from time to time throughout the game with Pacheco and McKinnon. But I think Pacheco gets most of his rushing yards through the run game instead of receiving. So I'm liking this play for 48 rushing yards. So we're going to take that for our 5th pick. And for our last pick, we're going to go to a receiving target prop. And we're going to take Jamar Chase over 10.5 reception targets. And as you guys can see, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5, with the last one against Buffalo only come with 8. They were dealing with the snow and whatnot, the weather. I don't believe weather is going to be an issue this game. And last game against the matchup that they had earlier this year, I believe he only ended up with 7 catches on 8 targets. So the targets are there. I think being that it's the conference chip, game, their stars player are the main ones that are going to get most of the touches. And I think Joe Burrow is going to be looking for Jamar Chase at least 11 times, or throw it his way 11 times. He's a big-time receiver, their number one receiver. And I don't see Joe Burrow not throwing to him most of the game. And he should be able to get his 11 reception targets. So we're going to run that for our last and 6th pick. So that's going to be it for our top 6 picks of NFL Championship Sunday. Hope y'all enjoy the games. I know I am going to. Like I said, we're only going to take the under on Brock Purdy pass completions. Other than that, we're going to take the over on all our rest of our props. Let me know down in the comments who y'all liking. Who y'all liking to go to the Super Bowl. Me personally, I'm going to be taking the Bengals against the Eagles. But let me know who y'all think is going to make it, man. Other than that, like I said, hope y'all enjoy y'all Championship Sunday. Hope y'all have a good one. And let's get this money.